Hey everyone, and welcome back to part 2. And now I know this is already ridiculously soft for one of these two comic creators called Dora the Explorer Comic Studio as well. From 1990s around here by the start, all the way up to 2025. But I wouldn't believe that this series was absolutely has gone long beyond of itself for something as well. And I probably that we never guess around here for the evolution around here from the old-fashioned looking cartoons like this that we probably seen it already, and like for some kind of a little bit of magic or anywhere for some kind of like this. There probably for one thing is some kind of stars like living alive for as well that we probably already see around as well that look like anything custom around here as well for some kind of stars as well. And beyond themselves was even truly like anything as well, because these probably unlike creatures or some kind of characters themselves, they were called estrellas, which means stars look like any about for those things as well. Probably like the stars before, could be for around all 1 to 10 or some kind of 7 or 5 stars on every episode on Dora the Explorer. I have already seen before the end of the episodes that we totally never seen this quite fully for around here, or just not almost every episode around here for this. As well before that we're going to see for around as well, but it ended up going for around as of the CGI. From the cartoons like anything for the old-fashioned to do so that we probably seen this from the old-fashioned world back in the 90s or 2000s, it was going all the way up to CGI that majorly changes everything all the way up to 2020s, which is absolutely becoming a little bit popular and beyond for its back in the day. I have already seen this for completely one thing as well, and because this is absolutely already sparking for growing populations to help children to know about or anything around them place to explore all around Mexico. So that will be probably enough for sight, because at least this is actually nothing everywhere is going to be to do this as well. And by for the 2024 year around of this thing as well, things like probably like themselves and her families and their cousins or anything that we probably seen, there must be might more animals like themselves. We couldn't able to be seeing this as well as the one thing that we cannot able to be seeing this as well. I just looked around here even for some kind of privately as well. As we looked on for something kind of this, I won't be expected around here for some other kinds like anything it was. As we looked on to this one that I just totally searched it around here to browse around here for something else. I have searched Dora the Explorer comic studio around here onto the entire website, but none of them have been still exist or not that we probably never going to find out to do so. And because there must be a whole bunch of characters a little bit yet as well, things are might gonna be getting a little bit ugly that I wouldn't supposed to find out. So I wouldn't believe that we already found for this one as well. And that's that I added for much of these sprites like whenever it does. So I hopefully this is actually going to be not like anything as well. So in the previous video, I added something like anything about for this, and I wouldn't believe that we're added for a little bit more things as possible. So the two links are going to be in description, so I absolutely going to be added anything it goes where I supposed to find out, and that wouldn't believe that we're just going to be scrolling off. If I'm scrolling up for around here as well, you see the banner as well. So I'm not going to be touching anything as well, and especially that anybody who's trying to distract me whatsoever. So even though this is not the same thing as well, these backgrounds, like any about these, could be for something like even this. So I wouldn't absolutely added a barn, and not for anything as well. So as you look at around for like any character or every character that we see in this, so I bet that wouldn't be necessary as well, but unfortunately one of their files was completely missing or being going away. You see as well it was owned by Pepin as well as of 2024 animation. Credits belong to Nickelodeon, Valerie Walsh-Valdez or Valerie Walsh-Valdez, Chris Gifford, Little Coop, Walsh-Valdez Productions, Pipeline Studios, Paramount, Valcom, and Paramount Plus. And nothing all credits to do this as well, but as you can see that Walsh-Valdez was absolutely being made for something as well. This real name could be for some kind of the founder as well, as they are probably learning around here for some other kinds of places like in Mexico as well, but things like the jungle is everywhere in total amount of episodes and many more of them as well, including the CGI and a little bit more within anything as possible. You see this anything about here for somewhere. I added amount of some kind of Cookie Run characters and crossovers everywhere around of those things. Florps are almost everywhere around here of these. There's Pier and Annoying Orange are absolutely talking to each other, while Blossom was absolutely being arrived on scene. I'm sure this is absolutely that she picked up the flowers as well and give it to something else like Sparkling Cookie, and this includes Buttercup as well, but with some kind of like the citizens over here, like any buy or sellers, like for the guys as well, Beet Cookie, and some other kinds of animals or pets from Cookie Run Oven Break. And I definitely put head crabs almost everywhere for some kind of piece. So there is a cat and a florp, and probably there is Hakita right next to Far as well, to Dora as well. So as Bubbles sees her, I wouldn't believe that I'm not very sure that she definitely already seen to be explored with this. And the old man say, or the old kid man said, I'm sure this is not gonna be that I probably going to be saying around here. But then Swiper is going to snitch the fork away that he absolutely going to warn Carrot Cookie with anything itself, but right next to it is a head crab. Now, I definitely going to be saying that the old man kid says, be careful, Carrot Cookie, as I'm probably sure that you are fellow over here. So, better watch out for Swiper. He's gonna snatch your fork away. And yes, that was absolutely going to be said around here. What are they able to be going to say around here for some sort of like a strategy, of course. There's a Cake Hound right next to Boots over here. There's Buttercup from Powerpuff Girls Z. And there is a banana cookie with the monkey over the head as well. And probably there was a piece of banana right next to Dr. Bananas over here. Probably there is a little bit more. Without further ado, there's a book from Ultra Kill as well. There's Florp and Kits already within the head crab overall, as I'm probably very sure that Cocoa Cookie seized him as well, but I'm probably sure, and I'm not probably like I just tried to do, that I say Diego is coming around here. If I probably not gonna be showing us or probably exposing this. And what I just tried to do, she won't be able to run away, and she's absolutely going to tell Mint Choco Cookie to came for the assistance. I'm not very sure this isn't going to be reality, of course. And because there are the images from Wandersong, and that was not anything by itself. So before I'll continue this video beyond of its well, I didn't mention to see this like anything as well for like the cartoon stings as well and the CGI versions like this. Sometimes instead of the characters I use any crossovers, but this took me for hours and hours that spending time on the internet. So nothing anyways that I just try to do, but mostly that I can still actually going to find out that we're still going to find something as well, even for South Park, that I just didn't absolutely add anything as well. So I didn't wanted to add some anime characters because this is absolutely against the policies, and sometimes that I wouldn't able to be added anything as well, and I don't want Genshin like the backgrounds as well. So I never probably going to be wanted to be as well. So this will be going to be taken around for over 16 minutes as well. But sometimes I overshot it for over 16 minutes for pretty impossible as well. Beyond of those two links, but I wasn't able to be headed out as well. So there aren't burrito cookie as well, because this is never going to be seen around here in the franchise about Cookie Run Oven Break and other kinds of series as well. So that possibly that said, wasn't able to be added anything as well, so I secretly added to do something and what is gonna be better for it to do this. So I wasn't gonna be absolutely gonna be find themselves because I have already searched it beyond that I already said around here in the previous video, and sometimes that would be for so necessary as well. So I took it a lot of time as well that I just choosing for, and I can't absolutely add it for Cookie Run Kingdom characters like anybody as well, and immigrants like almost all of this. I don't want to put for some BTS cookies and anything for itself like Cherry Blossom and Caramel Arrow. So looks like this will be probably going to be for one thing that I'm going to be added Affogato cookie even for Insight, except Red Velvet cookie and many more. And that was probably it, I guess. And I'll be continuing by the way, and I'll be stay tuned a little bit more for one more part, but I'm not sure this should be keeping this part 2 any itself. But still more to come, that there must be a teardrop landing straight onto Pier, that you may not see a golf ball beyond of these guys as well. And definitely, when she absolutely gaped, I really think that Flowery is absolutely being seen for just quite of her for a little bit for one time as well. So, she might get to be calling Mint Choco Cookie anyway, so definitely added 3 of them, unlike these objects from Battle for Dream Island. But right over here, that I just completely add a lot of them, but that just wasn't crazy enough for it just as well. The ferryman lost his boat, but looks like everybody got stranded in this some kind of country, of course. And so am I, that these must be for Cozy Cafe characters are not gonna be everywhere for at least these time as well. So I'm not gonna be explained why that this cookie was from Tower of Adventures, which means it could be Honey Bear Cookie. We already saw around as well, such as Affogato Cookie, that he wouldn't absolutely gonna be ordered some chicken. Within for 2 persons around here, it was between Justin and Chef Hatchet from Total Drama Island. These must be for some kind of creatures from Rayman, and there is himself over here. Another kinds of people like these are completely from Total Drama Island. There's Mario and Luigi are being chased by Kamiho Cookie. Even the cars like those things wasn't going to be for like anything as well. Exactly, there must be Fillmore out there, and 2 pilot cookies flying together. So, otherwise, there is a little bit more, and there must be one of their kind around here at the garden. Except, there's nothing that you're going to be seeing something else, such as nothing that I just not going to be find something else. Overall, that must be for Beardo over here, and some of the kinds of kids like South Park. And even though that Butters was leaving the country, or I'm not very sure that Butters was leaving the Dora's residence, So he must head back home, and on its way, looking for one thing as well. So he must return his family like this, but I'm not pretty sure that is not gonna be anybody as well. So as you can see around here in the Total Drama Island, I didn't know that was gonna be really possible that I just try to guess. So I didn't mention to see this that there is Jesse over here, and another one could be for the unnamed uncontestant as well. So you probably never gonna be seeing for such a cookie like this. As we headed back, without further ado, this is absolutely gonna be the same thing that I just already seen this away for a little bit. So I absolutely gotta be end of this video straight up, but at least I won't able to be overshotting for 5 to 15 minutes, or pretty sure that I actually going to do. So if you're going to be seeing without further these two, the links are going to be in the description between of these two. But there's a South Park beyond of this way, and there's a Blocky over here, fell upside down. I'm not sure he fell onto the ground and probably screamed itself or called something very stupid. I'm not very sure that we're going to be end of this video pretty fast as well. Would not pretty think that anybody as well could absolutely go on to try to check this out as well, and that means it's not going to be for all ages. This is a little bit ugly, just like in the previous video, but I definitely pretty sure that will be it as well. So these must be two cookies around here at the garden, except I won't be able to be added something anyway for some kind of like this. Well, so I'm probably sure is absolutely going to be Lily Bell cookie. So right over here is Lily Bell cookie that she's actually gonna fly. That pretty sure I definitely that we're not being sure this is actually a little bit exist. So she flies all the way, and that will be probably it as well. So that's it, and the link is going to be in the description to browse some comics whenever you want, and to find some studios or studio crossovers whenever you want to see something, and anything it goes. So thanks for watching, for all your support, and I'm going to be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later. So that is all the 2 parts that we just came for.